Hello ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having a great day and welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video and or a live stream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are sitting in my brand new, beautiful 2022 TRD Pro Tundra. Toyota has sent me an email inviting me to take part in a quick survey about the truck, about my initial experience, and about the quality of the vehicle. So instead of just doing the survey and sending it into Toyota headquarters, I want you to be part of it, and I want to hear some of your comments below if you have some opinions on it. So first, this is what the email said. Toyota HQ invites your feedback on your new Tundra iForce Max Hybrid. Dear Mark, thank you for choosing Toyota. It is our privilege to make your ownership experience as rewarding as possible. Please share your feedback on your 2022 Tundra iForce Max Hybrid. Your feedback will be communicated to the teams involved in the production of your vehicle. Your specific responses will be used to help improve vehicle quality and influence the planning of future vehicles. And the first area the survey takes you to is vehicle quality. Now, what some of you may say is you can't really talk much about the quality of the vehicle up front because I've only had this truck for just over a month. But if you look back through the last year, some of the owners of the new generation Tundra have had some issues up front with some quality situations with this truck. So it is important to answer this up front and then revisit it along the way. So the question is, have you experienced issues with any of the following with your Toyota Tundra iForce Max Hybrid? So they ask about driving experience, gauges, indicator lights and alerts, driver assist features, vehicle interior and exterior, audio, multimedia and technology, seats, heating, ventilation, and cooling. I have not experienced any issues whatsoever. Some of the things people were talking about had a lot to do with the fit and finish of the interior, some leaking coming from one of the pillars or on one of the mirrors. I heard of that as well. I have no leaking. I have no creaks. I don't feel like there's cheap plastic. I don't feel like there's anything going on inside the cab that's loose, rattling. One thing about the Toyota Tundra and my experiences with it, old gen and this new gen, is the build quality is there. And I feel like with this truck specifically, it is still there as well. Now, I've also had a few press vehicles along the way since this new generation Tundra has come out. We had a 2022 Limited, we had a TRD Pro that looked exactly like this one, and we had a Capstone. All of those, the fit and finish was awesome in it, and I didn't hear any issues, creaks, anything crazy. In that 2022 Limited, I did have a wind noise, which was another issue that a lot of people said up front that they had, but it turned out that my window didn't go all the way up into the channel, and that noise was fixed immediately. It was not an issue. So overall with the truck so far, no issues. The driving experience is great, as I've talked about a few times. But yeah, nothing bad to say about the truck when it comes to quality up front. The next area we go is overall experience. Overall, how satisfied are you with your new Toyota? And you could go very dissatisfied at a 1 or very satisfied at a 10. I would say I'm up around a 9 or a 10. I really like the new generation Toyota Tundra. I like all Tundras. I am an enthusiast of the model from first gen to now. I like some of the new stuff they've done with the truck. I am very satisfied so far. Some of the things we talked about in all the years in doing the channel, was about features and kind of catching up with the rest of the big three and, the other half tons like the Nissan Titan out there and stuff like that. I think they've done that. Mike Swears and the team worked really hard to get this truck where it needed to be, right up there with the rest of the half tons, and I like what they've done. They did some things that were cutting edge. They got rid of the V8, which a lot of people didn't think they would do, and they started working with these 3.4 liter twin turbo V6s, whether it be the hybrid or the regular 3.4 liter twin turbo V6. And I keep stressing that 3.4 liter twin turbo V6 because in 2022 they had it listed as a 3.5 liter, and then in 2023 they changed it to a 3.4 liter. So I have to get my verbiage right with that. But overall, I think I'm very happy with what they've done with a lot, with the new gen stuff and with the truck. But I'm very, very satisfied. So it's going to be a 9 or a 10 for me on that one. The next question is, how satisfied are you with the value of your new Toyota? Now, prices have gone up. Prices have skyrocketed in the automotive industry. For instance, my 2016 TRD Pro Double Cab was about $44,000. My 2020 was around $55,000, $56,000. And this one's stickered for, I believe it was $69,000. The prices have definitely gone up. Do I want to pay $69,000 for any vehicle? Not necessarily, but do I see where everything's going in the automotive market, in the industry, in the world? Yes, I get it. Do I feel like I got a lot for my money? Absolutely. But we're always looking for a great deal out there. One thing I would like to see in the automotive industry is some form of it return to normal. And what I mean by that is go back to where we could get deals when we go to get these vehicles. We don't have to worry about markups anymore, kind of pre-COVID. But overall, you know, I don't think the value is way off. Do I wish the truck was a little bit cheaper? Sure. So I think on a 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 6. I am very happy with what I got for my money, but we're always looking for a cheaper vehicle out there. And these trucks and these vehicles, these cars, not just Toyotas, they're starting to become mortgages. Next question was, overall, how satisfied are you with the quality of your new Toyota? I'm very satisfied. That would be a 9 or a 10 for me, because once again, I stepped into this listening to what everybody else said about their 2022 experiences. A lot of great experiences. There were some bad experiences so far. But as far as this one, scrutinizing everything I can in the short amount of time that I had with it so far, you can't say anything bad about the quality. So that has to be a 9 or a 10 as well. And how likely am I to refer people to Toyota? I'm extremely likely to do that, not just because of the channel, because I love the Toyota Tundra and it continues to impress me in this new generation. So I will always push people toward Toyota with their legendary reliability and their QDR, which still does exist in these new generation Tundras. And I can't wait to continue to drive it and tell you guys all the good, the bad, and the ugly of the truck. But so far, absolutely love it. And yes, I would absolutely recommend people to Toyota. Here's a good question. What features do you like most about your 2022 Toyota Tundra iForce Max Hybrid? I really like what they did with the Pro, first off. I like that the truck is a little bit wider, a little bit different from the rest of the Tundras out there. I like the fact that the red interior was available. I think it's a very cool interior to have in, you know, a limited quantity truck like the TRD Pro. Overall, on the truck itself, the driving experience is absolutely amazing. All the interior features, the entire interior, whether it be the seats, whether it be the dashboard, whether it be infotainment, the digital gauge cluster, all of it I'm in love with. I think it's great. I like what they've done here. There's not much bad things I could say about the interior and the truck itself. I like the exterior look. I think some front ends look better than others depending on what trim you get and what grille you have. But as far as this truck specifically, this TRD Pro I sit in right now, there's so many features in here that I like, but I really love what they did with this interior, and the driving experience is absolutely amazing. They've ground up remodeled this truck, right? So we got the suspension, the frame, everything's working together to get you down the road perfectly. It is the smoothest driving Tundra I've ever driven, for sure. And that's not to say anything bad about last generation Tundra. Last generation Tundra felt more like a classic old school pickup truck. This feels like something a little more futuristic, but it is very, very comfortable. So I can't say enough good things about the truck, but as far as specific features I like most about it, I love the iForce Max engine and I love this interior. Those would probably be my two favorite. And what features do I like least? It's simple, it's basic. Number one, I am not a fan of the wireless charger in the truck, as we've talked about this for a while since my first 2022 press vehicle. It never charges the phone great. If I don't have the case on it, it'll charge it 100%, no problem. But with the case, sometimes it'll charge, sometimes it won't. If you hit a bump, it'll break the charge. So I'm not a huge fan of the wireless charger. That's number one. And number two, the remote start. I wish finally they would come out with a remote start for not just the Tundra, but other Toyotas, where when you open the door, it doesn't shut off. Those are the two things I would like to see changed on the truck right now. Everything else is good so far. I have no other complaints. For the amount of money this truck is, and being it's a ground up remodel, to have those two things as my only features that I would fix, that's not too bad. What features would you like to see offered on Toyota vehicles? I'm talking specifically Tundra here. For me, it would be tow hooks. That's the one thing I would like to see on these Toyota Tundras going forward. They took them away when they came to the new generation, but I would like to see tow hooks. It is a pickup truck. It should have tow hooks. I want to hear what you guys have to say with that. What features would you like to see added? I know many of you will say V8, but if you have other things to say as well, I'd love to hear that. But for me, the only thing I would like to see added at this point is tow hooks. Overall, I'm extremely satisfied and extremely happy with this truck so far. I think that will continue. I can't wait to drive this thing down the road for years and to let you guys know how the hybrid system does. to let you know how this amazing interior holds up. As far as does the red get super dirty? Is it hard to keep clean? But I'm very satisfied. I love some of the things they've done. Some of the stuff I was saying years ago on the channel that I wish the Tundra had, they now have in here. I mean, this thing is up to date and ready to challenge the big three, in my opinion, especially with this interior. Number one of anything with this truck or these trucks in the new generation, even if you hate it, you have to say the interior looks great. Everything is purpose built. There's not a lot of extra stuff going on. You still have physical buttons and knobs. Everything is right there where you need it, and it's the stuff you're going to use every single day. There's not a lot of extras in here. And even though it's a fancy new interior with a big 14-inch infotainment screen, everything is super easy to use. It still has a lot of Toyota-esque DNA to it. Although it's new, it's still the old Toyota, which we love. And some of the features we always ask for, like power folding mirrors on some of the other trims than just the 1794 and Platinum we got. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. They definitely listened to a lot of things we wanted here. So I am very satisfied with this truck, and I'm happy Toyota headquarters sent me this survey, and I will continue to keep you guys updated on how I feel about this truck. But I want to hear your comments down below. Please let me know how you would answer some of these questions, especially if you are the owner of a 2022/2023 Tundra. But until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. I thank you guys for watching. Can't wait to hear what you have to say. Have a great day.